Alright, gentlemen and ladies, welcome back to another campaign. We're going to be doing this one as Poland-Lithuania on, yes, the Darthmod campaign. Yes, I'm answering those critics, those ones that give me the LOLs for doing Vanilla Empire. We're going to go ahead and we're going to do this. So some say that Empire is on Vanilla is just too easy, and Darthmod is where it's really at, so we're going to go ahead and do it just to silence these critics. And heck, you know, it's been quite a while since I've done Darthmod. For those of you who have been with the channel for a while, you have probably heard my reasonings why I don't normally play Darthmod, but we will dive all into that, as I'm sure that there will be a few of you that will be joining because I am playing Darthmod. So, yes, we're going to break on down into it. So, as we get cranking into this campaign, hush it, lady, hush. There is going to be a couple major differences. Obviously, the first one that you'll notice is we start off with 30,000 versus in this campaign in Vanilla, you'll only have 6,000. Yes, that's a major improvement. Alright, so we're going to start off as always with empiricism, and a lot of people doing Darthmod do go straight for bayonet, marching right towards getting your plug bayonet, then the socket bayonet, blah blah blah, all the way to getting your what do you call it, fire by rank. We're going to do things a little bit differently. We're going to build a college here in Lithuania, and that will be where we do our military tech from, which is more important for me to get this up to where we can get a bigger college here, as that will be vitally important to us. I do expect to be going to Russia, or not war with Russia, but war with Prussia quite early. We're going to need to change around some of these ministers. As you can see, they are quite trash as Poland-Lithuania. So we are going to take a look at that. We definitely don't want a morally impaired person in charge of our treasury. Oh no, sir. Oh no. And we get some pious fool, and that's not good enough for us either. So let's see what we can do to change these guys around to maybe get something a little bit better. It doesn't look like we're going to get much. This guy is about as awful as it gets, but we don't, of course, have a navy. So we can leave the worst of the worst for later. And heck, we might even look about getting a instant election if we don't get a better candidate next turn. This guy's 70. Maybe he'll die on us here pretty quick anyway. Alright, so I know that's morbid, but hey, that's how we roll. That's how we roll, guys. So I do expect the Ottomans to be bringing quite a bit of forces on us from the south. So I do want to keep an eye down here, because this is where I'm not going to be concentrating a lot of my efforts at in the beginning stages of this campaign. Now, a couple of things I'm going to want to do is I want to get this priest up here, start turning this population Catholic. And yes, there is a Protestant priest here, and he is a very good one, but we do have something in store for him, something we will leave to further moments to speak about. But right now we're going to use a lot of this money that we have to build up our two main regions first and foremost. So let's go ahead and get these guys cranking. And obviously you can see as Poland-Lithuania, we have one major problem in the fact that we only have one region where we can really decently recruit good troops from at the moment, because all these other regions, all we can recruit is pikemen, except for here in Lithuania we can recruit militia, which we are going to go ahead and start doing. But we will go ahead and start building. Nah, actually we're not going to do that. I'm a risk taker, guys. You guys know that. So we still got 17,000 to spend, and like I said, I am going to spend a lot of this money right out the gate getting these regions built up. Now, I'm not going to risk a lot of money in West Prussia at the moment, because I do know that region is going to be under risk of being lost. So down here I do have an army that I am going to start mobilizing and bringing up north, and I have a very good reason for that. Now, that will bring me into conflict with the what do you call it, the good old Turks, but hey, It's all good. It's all good in love and war, but you know, hey, we got a plan for them too. Alright, so again, we're just going to be building up this economy as we start out kind of porous with Poland-Lithuania, so this wealth is going to be much needed for the plans we have, because we're going to be building up our military as fast as we humanly can. And some of the things I'm going to need is I'm going to need some line infantry, because all of our units right now we have are going to be militia quality, and while they're fine and dandy for some regards, we need something with a little bit better morale, as militia only have 4 morale, and luckily our line infantry gets 7, so that's the reason we're going to be going there. Now, one thing I am going to mention in this campaign is I am going to do this unedited, and I want you guys to let me know if that's something you like. Otherwise, I can look at editing it, but it does take longer to get these videos up and going on the channel. So if you do like the unedited style, I will try to keep my mouth running as fast as possible so we can shoot through this campaign as quickly as we can. And I am going to recruit some pikemen, and just so we can get ourselves prepared for the Turks coming, because again, we are going to face them. They're going to have a lot of trashy units at first, but hey, it is what it is. Alright, so I think I have pretty much everything done in this first turn I need, although I do want to make sure I want to build up my infrastructure here as well. While we do have the money to spend, I want to get that done. Now, we do make 4,500 a turn. I'm going to do a couple things here, see if we can boost up our money as much as possible. This is all women of prayer, because the Austrians might not go for this. Yeah, so see, there's quite a bit of differences from vanilla as far as your ability to get some of the trades that you'll get in the regular campaign. But I will tell you that later on, it's almost kind of a cheat in the fact that you'll just be offered money for some silly thing, which is kind of really goofy, because like I said, I just think it's kind of cheesy that they're going to start giving you money when you're not really, I mean, it's like way easier than in vanilla to get money when you desperately need it. Alright, so Denmark we're allied with. While I'm yibber-yabbering, I'm going to go ahead and cut this alliance, because they're going to get drawn into war with Sweden, and I don't want to necessarily be at war with them right off the gate. So let's go ahead and end this turn. We got 3912 in the bank that we will carry forward, and we will see what cranks here. Now, I will tell you a couple things, as the French are trying to offer us the Windward Islands for West Prussia, and they also want us to give them Lithuania. Well, we don't want to do that, obviously, so we're going to try to make this something that they'll laugh at. Now, they might declare war on me. I don't really give a damn. Alright. The French aren't going to bug us too much here at the beginning stages. Now, here's what I was talking about them giving you money. We will take that alliance with Austria, because our concentration will be at Prussia early stages of this game. My goal is to knock Prussia out as fast as possible. Of course, I do need to get a couple things rolling before we can go over and crank that efforts to being done. See, here we go. They want to give me money for that. Hey, I'm all for it, Prussia, because I'm about to come at you hard and fast. So, you giving me some of your money is more than delightful, if you know what I mean. Even if it's only 800. And I know they start out with heaps of it too. They start with heaps of money just like everybody else. And you'll see that one of the problems in this mod is you're going to be dealing with stacks upon stacks of men, so it does get quite time consuming. We do not need an alliance with you, Mughal. I am very sorry to inform you. Alright. So, couple things that I will tell you versus a lot of campaigns I do see on other channels is that their approach of doing battles on land is far different from my approach. Now, one of the big differences in this mod versus the vanilla that I really dislike and really that kind of turns it off for me is, frankly, the naval battles. Naval battles are pretty broken in this mod, I hate to say. So, it is what it is. Alright, new town already. Here's another thing that's quite hilarious, is that we are so easily getting new towns in this part here. So anyways, we're going to build 2 schools. I'm going to be going all out in tech, and we still have 2 turns to go before we get empiricism. Alright, we got 2 line infantry built. Now, one of the main things here that I will tell you is that cav is extremely and vitally important in this game. So I actually am going to go ahead and spend to get this built up. Cav is massively important. Alright, we're going to build another pikeman, and we'll, oh, I guess we can't build any more pikemen. We are capped out already. Is what it is. Alright, you guys move on up. You guys move on into here. We've got 4,700 left to spend, making 47 next turn. We do have some disgusting ministers to get rid of. Let's get rid of him, and we get a good one here. Oh yeah. He is a really good one. He's not good with the lower classes or the middle class, but hey, can't win it all. He will make me heaps of money though. So let's take a look at that. Now we're making 49. That's about 200 difference, which might not seem like much, but it will be down the road. That's every turn, 200 extra. So, yeah. Alright, so that is better. I'm feeling better about my ministers. We'll just keep changing them out, though. We're still at 4,700. Now, one of the things we want to keep a lookout for is what they're recruiting here. What I want them to do is strike for West Prussia to really kind of reduce down their manpower, if you will. I don't have much of a garrison here. I guess I will spend the 3 turns, because that will, I believe, give me some more garrison here. Okay, so, but anyways, yeah. No, actually I won't, because I'm not really worried about West Prussia. Yeah, little confusion here on the Polish-Lithuanian side. But yeah, we're just gonna rock it to the next turn. Now I'm gonna keep these episodes, at least I'm gonna try to keep them at about an hour in length at a time, and that way we can make them a little better as far as watchability, and I can rip them out hopefully once a day, maybe. We'll see how it goes. Alright, so Prussia, here we go. They're going up against Austria. This is a battle we will take on, as they will be declaring war against the Saxons here soon anyway. So let's go ahead and enter this conflict, because we definitely don't want Saxony, as Saxony is a protectorate of ours. We don't want to lose them. Alright, so they want to already give us a peace treaty. I'm not even going to discuss it with them. Let's roll, boys and girls. Here we go, battle time. Alright, so this is a battle we're obviously going to lose, but I do want to inflict a little bit of damage upon them, so most likely it won't. We'll just auto-resolve. Actually, they did take 461 losses, and they do leave East Prussia or Königsberg open for the taking. And that is what we will be going for. I do want to knock out that army in West Prussia as well. Because if we can isolate that army and knock them out, that would be quite a nice thing indeed. Okay. I will tell you one mistake I believe I messed out on this last turn is I forgot to recruit a militia out of Lithuania. Oh well, that is kind of a bummer, because that is one more unit we could have ready for roll at this point. It is what it is. Alright, we got 8,700 in the bank. Let's go ahead and get you going, Mr. Militia. And, whoops. Let's get this army over. And then we do have a pretty decent force ready to rock and roll. Let's see here what we can do. We've got one more turn and these are going to be up and running. Now, the beauty of it is we will start to be able to recruit militia and provincial cav from all these regions as well, which will be most handy indeed. Alright, so, problem at hand. Saxony, what are you doing? You aren't building up men fast enough. And the Prussians are going to probably knock you out if you don't get your crap in gear. And we do have another agent that came about. We will get him quickly over here. That will help us with our research there. Now let's see what we're going to do here. We are obviously going to go for Königsberg. That would be... all of you can siege it. Okay. Hold your thoughts there. And let's see, what do we got? We got 2 militia, 2 pikemen, 2 more militia. I do want to send... we don't have any... well, we got 1 provincial cav, which is not really good. I need cav to help that situation. And we will send the line infantry as well. Okay, that gives me quite a bit better army. You guys in here. And let's go ahead and recruit 1 of each. I do need to have the cav to prepare to knock them out. They do have 1 cav unit. Cav is very important, especially early game in this mod. I will just let you know. Alright, so we're at 3,300 a turn. That's because of our buildup of military. We are going to change out this minister here. We get somebody that is frankly not great, but I think he'd be better for our army just slightly. Somebody we maybe can at least get by a little bit. Doesn't really do much for us as income, but at least it's a little bit better than what we had. Not much. Okay. So yeah, one more turn we're going to be looking a lot better off as far as our income goes. Income gathering, but of course we are building up our military as well. We are going to... let's see here. So we got 2 garrison line infantry, provincial militia, and a citizen. Now, I did put no forts, so let's see if that comes to be true. If not, you know, it is what it is. Okay. So let's go ahead and save this. Okay, let's get to it. Okay. So let me know down in the comments sections what you do prefer as far as mods for Empire. Do you prefer doing Darthmod, Imperial Destroyer, you know, which one? Or do you just prefer doing vanilla? They do also have, what is it, Imperial... I don't even remember the other one. But yeah, there's several mods for Empire out. Let me know down in the comment sections which one you do prefer, or if you do prefer vanilla. Just curious. Just curious. Anyways, so you're going to notice, like I was saying before, my strategy in fighting these battles on Darthmod are quite a bit different from what you'll see from anyone else, as I think a lot of the other people that do campaign series is with Darthmod. They do a lot of they like keeping their men in one singular line. I don't really do that, and one of the reasons is because Cav is pretty OP in this, and you do have your units break a little faster. So you need things to set up to prevent that. Now they do have a fort, so yeah, this is one of the things that I don't like about Darthmod as well. You're supposed to not be able to have forts, but yet here we go. Alright, I think they do have mortars as well, so we will probably be under mortar fire, so we're going to have to prepare for that whole calamity. I'm going to go for both corners. One militia and one line infantry on each side, and a pikeman on each side as well. Whoops. And again, this is the blind spot of the fort's artillery, so that's why we're coming in from the corners. Mr. General, you can be back here. And we will bring the cav in as we are needing them. Let's see if we can lay you hidden. Yep. And see if we can lay you hidden in here. Not so much. There's woodland here. There we go. And let's put you in here. Alright. I think that about does it. Let's roll on. Okay. Let's get the party started, gentlemen. Let's go ahead and speed this up, as it will take some time. And no, they don't have mortars. I don't know what I was thinking. Sometimes they do have mortars, and believe it or not, even with solid shot, they do pretty good damage. The damage in Darthmod that artillery does is just extremely OP. It is just unbelievably how devastating artillery is in this. Alright, how we doing, boys? Kind of slow. Now you'll notice that I don't have music going, and that's simply because music in this is copyrighted, and yeah, so I don't have music. I thought I had it put back to Empire's music, but apparently not, so it is what it is. We'll just live with it. I'll just try and keep you it's good to go, or I'll add in music when I get it ready to upload. I think that's probably what I'll do. So anyway, what we're going to do is, looks like we're going to be able to open up a section of the fort over here pretty quickly, so I'm going to bring the cav up to prepare for that. You guys are churning your way forward slowly. Just kind of put them there. Now I will tell you one other thing is that your range in this is way longer with your infantry. As you can see, you have 110 versus in vanilla you got 70 range, and that is less accurate the further out you are. The closer you are, your shots will be quite a bit more accurate, but you got to make that kind of decision. Do you want to go in and get shots from them at a distance, or do you want to get in close while you take damage and then start pummeling them with oh, here comes my reinforcements. I even forgot about those guys. As funny as that is, get you going there. Okay, so it does appear they are going to be ignoring me on this side, so we're going to go ahead and run over here, see about taking this wall. We're going to put the pikemen here. Maybe they will pay attention to them when not pay attention to our guys making this leap over here. They can't protect everything. They only got 4 units. I do expect to take this with relatively few damage. And we'll see how it goes. Alright, you come on over here and prepare to take a run into the fort. Now they are going ahead and running down into the fort. Let's slow this down so I can go ahead and get you guys moving up. Okay. So yep, you guys hit those walls. You prepare to go in. Mr. Cav, Mr. Pikeman, you can go ahead and come over here and get ready as well. We're about to ram on in here fast as hell. Alright, so they are getting some shots from this unit already. I don't know if they're hitting anything. It does look like they hit a couple pikemen. They did get three kills scored there. Couldn't even speak right. Alright, we're about to take this wall. They have the garrison line here to hold us back, as it looks like they have sallied out. So what we're going to do is you come on up and give him a yangity bangity bang. And then I'm going to have you guys come on over here. I don't know what the yankety bangity bang was that I was going with, but hey, we'll just go with it. We're going to go with it. Alright, you guys, what the Jesus Louises happened? I got hit with artillery. Jesus. So much for not taking much loss. Idiots. Alright. It's like I said, stay to the corners so you don't take as much damage. Alright. You guys are coming over here. We are getting a pretty good foothold on the walls. Our pikemen are starting to do some pretty nice damage there. Let's square up and let them hammer them down pretty good. Feel pretty good about this push here. As they push more men over to reinforce, we will start taking these guys down. They just have citizens here. And a garrison line, though. Don't want to take too much damage. As I have stated, get you guys up. This is a militia garrison. Actually, I probably should just defend it. I actually have better defense. It is what it is. Already hit attack. Let's get you in. We do have the wall, so let's push in. See if we can push our cav in. They are bringing their forces down. This is good news for us. We can come in behind them. And we will see if we can keep this militia here to keep them occupied as well. You come on down. Price is right, baby. Cav, rock, baby, rock. Get on in there. Mr. Pikeman. Take them down to Funky Town. I'm gonna let them... I might lose some militia here, but it's all good. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take the center here. No need to goof off with them. We're going to square up with the pikemen. Okay, you start jamming on up them walls, brother. You guys get ready to go in. Like I said, I need you to take the fire from them. Well, my boys, get on in there. We're down to minute 42. This is about to... We're about to have this one pretty easy. As you can see here, it's a big scruff. Big scruff. A little dark in there. Little shady. It's getting a little shady in there. Alright, the Prussians are starting to waver. Yeah, it's a hot mess up here. Everybody's wearing tan. Alright, they're putting a beating on him. I'm down to 172 here. So yeah, not looking good there. You, what the hell are you doing? Get in the middle. I want to bring that clock down to save as many men as possible here. Citizens are almost goners. My pikemen should hold out here fairly well. They're still at 137, 136. So I have lost quite a bit of men. Turkeys. Alright, we have taken this wall. Let's jam on in here. What are you doing? Stay there. Need that countdown going. Pikeman can hold in fine, I hope. Alright, so he's starting to... Alright, we got him tired. Unfortunately still tired as well, but we're going to have to go in. Hammer him. Want to keep them away from the gate if possible. I did lose that pikeman. Yeah, I wasn't paying attention. He didn't really lose too many men though. It's all good. We're about to bring this clock on down. Alright. Y'all can get in there. Back. 40 seconds. Let's do it. Okay. So, yeah, I definitely took quite a bit of casualties, more than I wanted, but we got this thing rolling. I don't want to take too many damage on that line. We got them almost gone. It is kind of good to get some experience out of them, though, too. 8 seconds, we got this. Let's speed it up. And there it is. Thank you, Prussia. Königsberg is ours. We will end that. Heroic victory. Thank you very much. Okay. So as you can see, AI isn't as smart in Darthmod either. Let's just let it be as it is. And this is very hard as well. Alright. I am disappointed that we do have fort battles. I thought we could eliminate the forts. But, oh well. Alright, so 760 lost on ours part, which is not very good. Indeed, it is not. Let's get our boys healed up. It does take a chunk. Making 5,400 next turn. Let's get you guys healed up as well. Let's get this fixed. Damn, they didn't even get that done. Jerks. Alright, let's get rid of that. We'll put a school there as well. Yes, we will be schooling these boys as much as possible. Alright, let's see what we're doing as far as recruitment. Alright, looking good there. And yes, all these will be completed next turn. What else we got going on here? Let's go ahead and build that back up to speed. And yeah, we will do that as well. And I think that's all we need to do. Königsberg should be fine and dandy. Let's end the turn. Alright, so as you can see, the Ottomans do have a nice little force on the horizon, so we do need to be prepared for that scuffle coming. Now, one thing I got to worry about is also Austria declaring war on Saxony as well. That would be most unfortunate. I do want to keep them as an ally until Prussia is eliminated, and then we will go full on into knocking out and eliminating Austria. that is the plan I have set forth. Anyway. Now, one thing I would like to see happen is Russia kind of struggle a little bit versus either the Crimea, whatever, and struggle against them, or maybe even the Ottomans. Either one of those would be a benefit for us, because then we can go and take Ukraine before being at war with the Russians, which I would just love. Love, love, love. Alright, here we go. Told you I'd be very talkative in this. Alright, here we go. We got our empiricism completed. Yay us. Alright, got that. Got that. Got that. Yep. Alright. So, we will continue on with that tech there. We won't just yet build that building there. Alright, looking good. Okay, let's go ahead and... I think we're going to be fine here with what we got. Well, the Prussians are not going to be able to recruit line infantry here, just as of yet. I do think I am actually going to push this attack versus them. Would like to knock them out. They did take a little bit of damage just as we did. They have 3 line infantry and only 1 cav, and that is much to my delight. Let's go ahead and push this attack. So they got 1800 versus our 1900. They do have 2 artillery units, although one is depleted down to 8. So I do like those odds. I do like them indeed. Let's siege that for just a moment. Okay, so we're down 2. There's quite a bit I need to get done this turn. We are going to send 2 militia up here to garrison. Königsberg is in good shape now. Alright. Music to my ears. Music to my ears. Alright, let's get this done. Firstly. And then I do want to start building up these regions as well. And one thing I want to take a look at is what we get, because I can't remember. I don't think they did really Poland-Lithuania justice as far as troop selectment in Darthmod. And I do know that there is also additional units, mods and so forth, but I don't really care about that at the moment. Let's build that. We are going to need to recruit some cav here, prepare ourselves for the Ottomans as they approach, as they do have, as you can see, several units on the horizon. So, we don't want to be idle, if you will. Again, we are making 5,400. Let's look at improving our ministers a little bit more. We get another really, jughead. Let's just call it what it is. Another jughead. Alright. So, things are looking good there. Let's go ahead and take West Prussia. I think it's better just go ahead and get this done. So this is going to be a pretty good little battle here. They do have, looks like 5 line infantry, 2 militia, and 1 pikeman. We do actually have them beat in pikemen. We have 4 militia and 2 line infantry, but all their line infantry is in pretty good shape. Our big advantage is in cav, and that's where we will exploit them. Now they do have an advantage in artillery, but I think we can win this day with our cav, so let's go for it. No more tickety talking, let's do it. Let's get her done. So we have no fort battle here, so this is an open field battle. And we will have a nice little strategy on our approach. I think you hopefully will like. Hopefully it all goes to plan. Like I said, I did mess around with doing a little bit of a Darthmod campaign just before doing this, just kind of familiarize myself a little bit. I did a France campaign just to kind of, get my feet wet a little bit. And I think I did tinker around with Prussia a little bit, and also Saxony. Or no, it wasn't Saxony. It was another small nation. I can't remember which one. So anyways, I did get myself a little familiar with it. Because like I said, it's been quite a few years since I played Darthmod. But I shouldn't be too green. It's not too different. Not too bad. Okay, should be about loaded in. Almost. There we go. Let's do it. Alright, so now, militia only for morale. Our pikemen actually have better morale. Once you dead in center, you are going to be over here. And these militia on this flank. And let's see, you will be this flank, and you will be on this flank. Alright. This will all make sense shortly. Let's get you over here, you over here, and our weaker cav over here. General, let's get you over here. Hopefully we don't come under too much bombardment. I think this is everyone. Nope, I got you and you. Yep, okay, good. So that is everyone. So let's go ahead and pound the drums and get to it. So let's make this approach. I do want to prepare myself for their cav. Alright. If we can eliminate that cav here pretty quick, I will be most delighted. Let's get you guys stepping up the pace a bit. And it looks like the cav is coming in straight on for it. That's good. Alright. Let's get those pikemen in. Okay, all these guys are going to open up on them. Okay, they're already starting to waver, but that's fine. We will recover. Bring the general over here to help bring them back as well. Only got a few of them. Oops. Don't want to do that. Let's get them stuck in here. Do not want to lose too much of my cav here. I haven't lost but a few. Once again, I want to get my general over here. I want to get that guy back as soon as possible. Alright. Other cav is in them. General, come on. Should be breaking that damn cav soon. Alright. You guys have done your part. Doesn't look like you're going to be in this. Already got his cav down to quite a bit. Fortunately, it's going to take a while to get my cav back. Once I have their cav gone, it's going to be a tough road for them. Come on. Should break. He's down to 26. They do get incredible amounts of help with the whatever it is. But anyways, alright, so now that their cav is gone, I do want to get them from the shows to freeze. We did get our line back. Thank you, Mr. General. Their cav is pretty much annihilated. Now we can move about them pretty freely. So I do want to push them away from this shows to freeze. So let's go ahead and see what we can do to kind of maneuver them away from that. It does look like they're pretty stagnant. Okay, yeah, this battle is going to take a pretty good amount of time. Unfortunately, let's speed this up just a little bit, as Darthmod battles do take quite a bit. Luckily, we didn't really lose much cav in that fight. Okay, their cannons are here kind of in front. Let's see if we can get our militia to start scoring some hits against their artillery. Don't really want to take damage with them. They actually have walls, so no, actually don't even bother with that. I don't know if I could score any hits on them. Let's get y'all over here. How we doing, boys? Fresh, tired still. Okay, they are maneuvering a little bit. I do want to check the shows to freeze out a bit. So we have a gap here. They do have one unit back here. So I can't really maneuver my cav exactly how I want. But at least we are starting to move them in a little bit better position. Just taking a little bit of maneuvering. Okay. Yeah, they're just really wanting to stay over here. See if we can push them back. Lost a heap of men on that cav charge. So what we want to do, like I said, I know this is taking a long time, but okay, here we go. We got a little bit of a break here in the formation. This is something I can take advantage of. So let's go ahead and run on up. Okay, you guys forward. Right, you guys. Go ahead and hit this flank. Alright, here we go. Starting to light them in. Let's go ahead and move forward while we hit them with the cav. You are just going to go right into these guys. Yeah, I'm starting to waver with them, but this will be short-lived, as our cav is going to just jack them up. Don't hit the shows to freeze, please. Come on in. Slide them up. Alright, good, good, good. Push through. They are trying to square. Got them a bit surrounded here. They are starting to waver. Let's go ahead and hit those squares. Get my pikemen in there. There we go. Hit them. I'm going to get these 2 cav out of there. I did lose 1 cav, unfortunately. This is not going as well as I wanted. Let's get you guys forward. Okay, let's get my cav out of there. General Ford. Where are you at? Get over here. Need that morale boosting ability, please. Swing on over here. Lost a heap of cav on that. Shows the freeze. They have squared up beautifully for me here. Pikemen, get in there. Okay. Yeah, they aren't liking that much. Let's keep them surrounded. Hit that militia, please. Okay, general's up. We should be able to take them down. Their general is toast, baby. Did lose 1 unit there. About to lose that pikeman. Should crush that militia. I'm going to take some damage on my own militia there as well, but let's pull that cav back. Get that militia set up. Okay, we're starting to get some breakage on them. I need you guys to come over here. We can run these bad boys down. Good, he came back. Okay, good. They're taking heaps of damage right there. I need to get them in melee so they're not able to keep shooting. Okay. Taking a little bit of shots on my general, but only lost 1. So I'm willing to take that. My pikemen back. It's over for him. Yeah, they're toast. Good. Let's run these fools down. Okay. He's down to 30. Okay, let's creep on in closer. We have lost quite a bit of men on this, I ain't gonna lie. There they go. Let's go to the bayonet, boys, even though we don't have any. Yep, they should just completely fold now. Squeaky clean on that. Alright, they're crushed. Mr. General. Come on, over here is there shows to freeze. There is. Do not hit that. I'll be pissed. Okay. Got 1 more unit to deal with. Let's run them down, please. Get you some kills. Alright. Let's get you on back here. Unfortunate I did lose as much cav as I did. It really is. But we shall recover. Alright. You over here. You over here. You guys come on over here. Alright, cool. So, Cav is very tired. That was a pretty crazy battle. Tired, winded. Guys are not in the best of physical shape here. So we got one garrison of foot left to be dealt with here. Set you guys up over here. Now it is obvious that we will not do well shooting at them over the walls, so that's what you guys are there for. They are coming off the walls now. Okay, let's roll on up. Mr. Pikeman, where are you? Oops, hit the wrong button. Don't want to have that happen. He's fucked now because his morale is going to be completely shot. We can just go in and melee him after our pikemen get into him. Let him get worked down a little bit. And yes, I will take some friendly fire here, but it's all good. Turn his fire at will off. You can go in the square. Alright, this little pikeman can go home. Alright. Groovy. He's wavering. Let's just run him down. Nice. Okay, not as efficient as I wanted, but hey, it is what it is. And there they go. Who is left? I don't remember it saying it was over. Of course, I am always notorious for forgetting that. I believe. Okay, that should be done. This battle should be over. What's left? Maybe it is just them, I hope. I don't want to end up losing the battle by hitting escape. Alright, there they go. So I couldn't remember. Yes, it was. Alright, so close victory. It did already end before. I just have a terrible memory. Trust me, it will happen to you once you get to be about my age. Alright, so battle is done. I think that takes us up to our hour, but we're going to assess the situation before we end this video. So, let's see what we got here after this battle is done. This puts Prussia in a pretty desperate situation as they only have one army left. Of course, they're going to be recruiting the dickens out of Berlin. So we got to make a fast approach on that. Obviously, we lost heaps of men. Heaps and heaps of men. But we do have this region back. We don't even have the money to spend to bring it back up, sadly enough. So we'll have to wait till next turn to repair that region. But this is absolutely huge for us. We're up to 6609. A lot of that is due to our damage on our men that we took. Now you can see our army upkeep is really what's hurting us terribly bad. And a lot of our armies are damaged because otherwise we'd have a lot less. So we got to get our tax income up. So again, we need to get up to where we can start expanding our farms, and that's what we're going to be looking at doing with one of these colleges that we're building. We will be putting one here in Tannenberg. We got one here already going. We got one on the build that'll be ready to go next turn, and one more here. So we'll have one going on military tech, one going on farming tech, so we can get our population up and going, so we can start making the tax income to offset our military expenditures, if you will. And that is that. Now, no need to leave all these men here garrisoned in Poland now that we have made some pretty good progress versus the Prussians. So what we're going to do is we are going to start mounting up our men to go to take on the Prussians here in Berlin. So let's go ahead and get you guys on over, and what we will do is, luckily we didn't take too bad of damage from our 2 line infantry. We'll merge you guys up. Shouldn't be in too bad a shape here, and of course we will take one of the pikemen, and we will obviously take some of this militia. And heck, we will take damn near everything. Let's get all the cav. Okay, so that's going to give me, obviously some of these guys were already being repaired, so we might only have 6 here, but they're going to get repaired up a little bit, so we won't be completely annihilated as far as what we were progressing to. Anyways, you'll see when we get there. But next turn we'll fix West Prussia up at Gdansk, and then again we will start moving. We do have another militia here. We will start moving him. Let's see, where did we recruit? Alright, so we got a cav getting recruited here, which is good. We need that versus the Ottomans, and we are going to start sending you guys over here to protect that. We will go ahead and send this artillery on to this army. So that gives us a stack of 3 line infantry, 2 militia, a pikeman, and 4 cav. That's obviously not enough, plus we got 2 generals. So we will look to send more units than that with them, which most of that will come from here. Hell, I'll probably send the whole shebang with them because they will be recruiting up quite a bit of men here. And then I'm going to link this army on with the Saxons, and maybe we can do some damage versus them, because the Saxons should be at war with the Prussians. I'm sure of it. They are not. So that is good and bad in some ways, because I was hoping for the Saxons' help, because the Austrians, we know they'll sit on their butts, but it is what it is. Alright, so anyways, we'll go ahead and end the video here, as I believe that is all we can do at the moment. Let's get rid of this Jughead if we can. Nope, we already got him this turn. Alright, so next turn we will prepare to march on to Berlin, taking that, knocking the Prussians out, and that's kind of how the campaign has thus started. So hope you did enjoy this first part. If you did, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for future content, as we will have more of this, plus much more, so don't forget to get prepared for that. We will see you on the next one, gentlemen and ladies. Peace out.